please people. If I were still trying to please people, I would not be a servant of Christ. Galatians 1:10. I grabbed a handful of tissues and dashed out the sliding glass door that leads to our back deck. It was a muggy Midwest afternoon in late May. My body would have much rather been inside the frosty air conditioning. However, my mind desperately needed to escape. To somewhere. Anywhere. And since my son was using my vehicle to go to work that day, I couldn't go very far. I plopped myself down in a lawn chair at the wooded portion of our back property near our fire pit. I'd sat in that bright blue chair through hundreds of baseball games, cheering my sons on as they were stepping up to the plate to bat or perched on pitcher's mound ready to hurl a curveball. Perhaps now I could cheer myself up, but I doubted it. Nothing about my situation or my near future looked even remotely cheery to me. My best friend from college and I had just wrapped up a phone call. We've been in each other's lives for over a quarter century, and she continually has my best interests at heart. A chat with her is a delight in my day, a major pick-me-up. In fact, once we finish, I'll hang up and think, man, talking to her is almost better than church. We've processed life together since we were both teenagers. We've prayed for each other's marriages, shared our mothering mishaps, and navigated how best to help our aging parents. We offer each other encouragement and advice, or simply listen to the other share something trivial, laughing while on speakerphone as we each frantically try to get supper on the table. But this phone call was different. Although my friend didn't know it, when we ended the call, I wasn't feeling cheered up or churched up at all. I was feeling utterly defeated and emotionally exhausted. Oh, it wasn't something she'd said that sent me to this dismal place. Not at all. Well, then what had sent me over the edge, threatening to drain the happiness from my heart and send fretfulness filling up my soul? It was something I had done dozens, maybe hundreds. Oh, come on, let's be honest, probably thousands of times. I had said yes. Our family had moved to a tiny town just outside Lansing, the capital of my home state of Michigan. Her college-age son was in the process of interviewing for a summer internship at an organization in the city. She'd called to inform me that he'd just accepted a position and would soon be working just down the interstate, about 15 minutes from our new home. The job description fit him to a T, and he was pumped about starting soon. However, this job was going to require more than an hour commute each way from his home near Detroit. Most days, it wouldn't be a problem, as he'd be working a typical 9 to 5-ish day. However, some days, he would be responsible for staying late and closing up, getting home near midnight. Yet, he would still need to be up for work at dark o'clock the next morning. Knowing this would be the occasional situation for him, maybe a day or two a week, she asked if he could spend the night with us on those nights, sleeping in our guest room. Now, this guy was no trouble at all. We've known him his entire life. He was loads of fun, utterly respectful, and kind. So who he was had exactly zero to do with a little conversation that commenced inside my mind. This convo was between outward me and inward me. It is a discussion that my brain has hosted gazillions of times. Here's how it went that day. Inward me. Oh no, I'm not sure about this. I think we have too much going on this summer to have an overnight guest stay a couple days each week. I should say no. Outward me. But if you say no, you'll disappoint your friend, who is just wanting a little help for her son. Inward me. I know, but it just doesn't feel right. I have so much on my plate, both at home and in my ministry. I should say no. Outward me. But if you say no, you're also going to let down your friend's son as well. That is 2 people you will disappoint. Besides, he's such a great guy. You should help him out. He won't be any trouble at all. Inward me. I know how I am. I'll want to make sure his room has clean sheets and fresh towels, and I'll stay up at night until he gets here and make him something to eat before he goes to bed. Although I usually love being hospitable,